Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, Glam By Sam. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about the products that I have recently decluttered. I do these videos every once in a while because if you guys know me, you know I don't normally go through my makeup collection a specific day and like declutter 10 products at once. I usually just like gradually declutter products from my collection as I'm using them, and then I like declutter them. I don't keep them around for like ages until I film this video. So I just show you pictures in this video in case you want to see what the product looks like, and basically I talk about why I decided to declutter it. Now I also recently did do a video about makeup on the chopping block, so basically makeup I wasn't sure about whether I was going to declutter them or keep them, and I have some updates on those products for you guys as well. So if you are curious to see which products I have recently decluttered and why, then please keep watching. I'm just going to move to the side of it so I can actually insert the photos right here in case you don't know what the product looks like. But the product I decided to declutter is actually the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. This is probably a surprise to some of you guys because I know some people absolutely love that palette, and I used to love it as well. I thought it was so beautiful, but the reason why I decided to declutter it is actually because I felt like it was irritating my eyes. So whenever I would wear this palette, my eyes would get like really watery, and at first I didn't realize like the palette was probably the cause, but then like the more I was using it, every time I kind of realized, you know, I'm applying this palette and my eyes are starting to water, they get like itchy. So I think there was just like an ingredient in the formula that my eyes were sensitive to, and it was kind of annoying because I would do this really pretty eye look and then my eyes started watering and the look would get like ruined anyways. So I did decide to declutter the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I still think it is beautiful, but with the palette collection that I have, I thought it'd be better to use my other palettes that don't irritate my eyes as much. So I did decide to declutter that palette. Then I actually decided to declutter another Huda Beauty palette, and this is probably also a surprise to some of you guys, but I recently reviewed the new Huda Beauty Wild Obsessions Jaguar palette, and I've actually decided to declutter it. In that video I tested it, I mentioned it was a little patchy for me, and I tried it another time and I just wasn't really into it. And I just feel like at the moment I would rather keep my makeup collection a bit more minimal but have products that I genuinely enjoy using. And I know having a product that disappoints me, I'm not going to be reaching for. So that is why I actually decided to sell that palette so someone else could enjoy it. I just sold it for like a lower price so someone else could enjoy this Huda Beauty palette because I think I only used it 2 times, but I don't know, I just was a little bit disappointed by it. I didn't really like the look, it was a bit dark, and I mainly got it to review anyways, but I hoped I would love it more. I didn't love it. So that is why I decided to declutter that palette as well, and that just made me realize I don't think I have anything from Huda Beauty in my collection anymore because I also decluttered my Huda Beauty Tantour a while ago. I don't know, I just don't feel like keeping products around that I know I'm not going to be reaching for. Then if you watch my last makeup on a chopping block video, you would know that I was really doubting to declutter my Kaleidos Club Nebula palette, and I got some good advice for you guys. Some of you guys were saying just get rid of it if you don't use it. Other people were saying like maybe try to get out of your comfort zone. I did just decide to declutter it, and the reason for that is because it is a limited edition palette. So I know there's a lot of people who want that palette who maybe didn't like get it when it launched, maybe couldn't afford that at the time, and I was just thinking there's just so many people that would enjoy this palette more than I would. I hadn't used it, I hadn't swatched it, it was completely brand new, so I actually decided to sell it and now someone else can enjoy that palette because it just isn't my type of color story. So that is why I decided to declutter it, so now someone else can enjoy it while it's still new. Then in that same video I also talked about the Rare Beauty Cream Blush, the Stay Vulnerable Melting Blush. I wasn't sure about what I wanted to do with it because it really disappointed me, but it was like quite expensive and it was like a pretty color. I actually decided to declutter it, and actually one of my friends wanted to buy it from me, so I decluttered it and now she has it. I just wasn't getting along with it. It would disappear from my face so quickly, like within half an hour. I didn't even like notice the blush anymore. And I have my Terra 28 blush in the shade Magic Hour, which is kind of like a similar shade, and I would always reach for that one over the Rare Beauty one. one, so I was just like, let's just declutter it because cream products expire pretty fast, and I know if I would keep it in my collection just sitting in my drawer for like another half a year, it would probably expire, and that was just like a little sad. I didn't want that to happen, so now someone else can enjoy it while it's still good. Also, I forgot to say, but please don't be sad if you love these products that I have decluttered. These are just like personal opinions. Makeup is so personal, so please don't be disappointed if I declutter the product that you absolutely love. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. In that video, I also mentioned that I wasn't sure what to do with my Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame quad, and I just like the quality. I really like the quality of Charlotte Tilbury quads, but just the color story, I for some reason didn't like on myself, so I actually decided to declutter that one as well because I only used it a couple of times. Someone else could still like perfectly enjoy it, and again, I don't want to keep products around that I don't love on myself. I want to keep makeup that when I apply it, I absolutely love it, and like I said, I absolutely love the Charlotte Tilbury quads. That specific color story just wasn't really my type of color story. It is pretty, but for some reason I never really liked how it looked on me, so that is why I also decided to declutter the Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame quad. Gorgeous quad. If you love that color story and you know it looks good on you, then there's definitely nothing wrong with it. It's just like the color story that wasn't really my taste. I feel like I'm being so harsh on all of these products, but it just sounds like I decluttered so much. But I have decluttered these products over the past couple of weeks, maybe months, so it's not like just like one day I decided to declutter all of this. They're mainly just products I wasn't sure about for a longer time, but I also decided to declutter my Colourpop on a palette from like the Frozen collection. And if you guys have been following my videos, you know I used to feature Colourpop on my channel quite a bit. I really loved their brand, but right now, like, I almost don't want to say it, but I don't really like them as much anymore. And the reason for that is they are releasing so much. It's not even funny. At first, when I first got into the brand like last year, I didn't mind it because I was just like, well, there are so many products to buy from and so much to choose from. But now it's just annoying that I would like order a product, and before it would even like arrive here in Europe, there's already like 3 new collections, and that is just so annoying because then I can't make a review about it anymore. Well, I can, but it's not really special anymore. People aren't really interested in it anymore, and I even wouldn't be that interested in it anymore either. So I don't know, I just don't find Colourpop as special or like inspiring as I once found them to be. Right now it's just getting a bit boring with all of these new launches. I don't really feel like buying it from them anymore in the near future, but maybe that will change when they like put out a really fun collection. But right now I don't really feel the need to buy something from them. But the reason I'm saying this is I actually decluttered my Anna palette, and this is the Anna palette from the Frozen collection. And when I got into Colourpop, I really wanted to buy like all of their Disney collections because I just love Disney. I'm wearing a Disney sweatshirt if you can see, but I just love Disney and I love makeup, so whenever like there's Disney makeup, like I just need to buy it. But I actually wanted to keep that palette for like collector's purposes, so I had never used it and I got it like a year ago. But like the other week I was just thinking, let's just use this palette because it's makeup, it should be used, otherwise it's a waste. So I applied the eyeshadows to my eye and I did like a gold with purple look, and I thought it would look so cute, but I really did not like how it looked. I don't know. I just knew it wasn't a color story I was going to reach for a lot. I thought it was really pretty like in the pan, but when I wore it on my eyes, I just really didn't like it as much. So I just decided to declutter the Colourpop and Anna palette because, and like I said, makeup just expires eventually, and I don't want something to sit in my collection for like years and then be like expired when someone else could have enjoyed that product when it was still like in good condition. So that is why I decided to declutter the Colourpop and Anna palette as well. Okay guys, then I think those were all the things I have decluttered recently. Maybe I'm missing like something, but then I will include it in like a future video. Let me guys know if you love seeing declutter videos like this. I always love watching like makeup declutter videos when people like go through their collections, but I also always love hearing when people talk about what they have decluttered and why, and also like anti-hauls. I just think it's good to be aware of what's in your collection, what you're actually using, and which things you could pass on to someone else before they expire. So that is basically the main point of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and let me know if you have tried any of these products, what you thought of them. And if you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, and to thank you guys all so much for watching, I really hope you have an amazing day and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!